Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Talking Movies with D, and that's me. Today we're going to review a movie about a certain character. Guy right here on the shirt, or guy that likes to sit around reading papers and stuff like that. Or if you want to use the poster and just go like, bam, this guy right here. This guy. And if you guys haven't figured that out, who those people were, this guy right here is Deadpool. I'm going to review a movie I just saw for the second time, Deadpool. And here's a brief summary on it. The movie's about the origins of Deadpool, who's the merc with the mouth, how he gets his powers, what happens to him in his face, and his big enemy who gives him his powers as well as messes up his face, Ajax, who also takes his girlfriend in the movie, and it's about Deadpool getting revenge on him and getting his girl back. Now, I know what you're thinking, Derek. Typical superhero story. Guy takes girl from guy goes try to get the guy back, blah, blah, blah. I know, and that's basically the premise of the movie, like an origin story would be. And I guess you could take that as a negative. But at the same time, well, we're gonna wait to get the positives. Do negatives first, like always. So for my negatives, and just so you know, these negatives aren't really negatives. They're more of a warning for people who the movie's not for. I guess is the best thing to put it like that. So let's get to the first one. And a lot of complaints that I see or critics and stuff that didn't like it. The movie is a hard R, near NC-17, so a lot of gore. You see some nudity, you see all that. So if that's not your thing, if you have a problem with a lot of cussing, a lot of blood, guts, killing, all that kind of stuff, and if you're easily offended, the movie's not for you. The movie is not for you at all. And if you think a lot of stuff is childish and you can't just let loose and have fun watching something, it's not for you. It's really not. You will have an issue with it. You will call the movie childish and say it's too gory, it's too bloody or whatnot. And I can understand people making that decision. Me personally, I can care less. I love all that. I like raunchy comedy. I like serious movies. I like it all. And to go to a film and just have fun is another thing I'm about. My one kind of negative, that's personally for me, is the end credit scene. They say technically it's two end credit scenes. I personally think it's really one, but it was a fun one. It was a fun end credit scene. I was hoping it would be something to tie in more to the universe of X-Men Apocalypse, something like that. It doesn't. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I don't want to spoil it, but it was funny and it was good, and that's what all it was really meant to be. It was meant to be funny and give you a little bit of information for the future. But that's my only negative, and it's not really a negative. So let's get to the positives. The positives are starting with Tim Miller. Tim Miller is the director who, this is his first feature film. He directed the movie, helped Simon Kinberg, Rob Liefeld, and Ryan Reynolds and all those guys write it. Direction is great. This movie, the way they did this movie, because you have flashbacks and you're going jumping back and forth through time. You have you're breaking the fourth wall and stuff like that. Could have been confusing to anybody, and like it's not jumping back and forth and saying, "Well, now we're in the present day. Now we're in this." No, it doesn't even do that. It's done in a way to where you really can understand what's going on at every moment of the film. And the writers did a great job with building every character in the film, as well as how to really utilize Deadpool and what he does. Because there's not very many characters in any movie, period, or especially a superhero movie that does what Deadpool does, breaking the fourth wall, talking to you, but talking to the characters, or the characters wondering, hey, who are you talking to? And like, I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking to somebody else or whatever, getting that. Like a Ferris Bueller, or Spider-Man's another one that kind of does it. He doesn't, and very playful and stuff like that. He doesn't do it as much as Deadpool, and definitely not to the level of Deadpool. But so they did handle that great. As far as the film, through and through, funny movie. Probably about 80% of the time you're supposed to laugh and are cracking jokes, and you're doing it the entire time, from the beginning credits to the end credits. There's about a probably 15 minutes in the movie that are not supposed to be funny, and it's more of a dramatic and building the story. And that's when you're not supposed to laugh, and it's not funny. But every other part of the movie, whether it's action going on or anything like that, it's funny. Even the end credits, except for when they're scrolling down and you're seeing every actor's name. But the end credits before that and the beginning credits to start that off, all funny, all hit. And I've seen it with two different audiences, and everybody's laughing as well as myself. Even me knowing what's happening the second time, I'm still laughing and chuckling. As I said, great characters. And so let's go with all the characters. So we got the taxi driver, Dopinder. You wouldn't even know, I appreciated him the first time, but I didn't really think about it until the second time of how funny his scenes are. He's a small character, but he's memorable. You see him in the trailer for a brief second, but he's a memorable character, and he make him and Deadpool together were funny. Then you have Weasel, who's his sidekick friend, who you see a lot, who helps him get guns and do things for him. He's good, and be T.J. Miller. T.J. Miller. So and what are you gonna do? He's funny. He's a good guy. He's a good comedian. Blind Al is the black lady who's blind. Him and her together, they're both fun and good characters to see. Ajax as his nemesis. It was great, and dude, by I don't know his name, but it was the guy that played the transporter guy and whatever. And I forgot to put on here Angel. She was played by the MMA fighter, not Ronda Rousey, but Gina Carano. That's her name. Had to look her up because I didn't want to miss out on that. She was real good in this. It was perfect character for her. Her and Ronda Rousey's characters in movies haven't been all that, but in this movie, it really worked for her, and I think she was good in that. Then you go to his love interest, Vanessa, who's played by Marina Baccarin from like Firefly, V, and Gotham now. She was great, and her character in Deadpool are the reason why they call this a love story. This movie conquers multiple genres, whether it's action, comedy, superhero, romantic. It covers all of them in hardcore comedy, but the love story is what kind of stands out, especially my second time watching it, is because out of all these other romantic comedies and stuff, or even the superhero movies, they kind of shoehorn the romance in a movie. This movie is more legit. There's two people who you might not be friends with, you might not be attracted to, or whatever, but they work for each other. They both have an undying love for each other. They got great chemistry together, and it's them two together. It's like whatever through thick and thin. Then he's gonna fight for her and do whatever he can he thinks is best for her, and she's gonna do vice versa. And to say that's what's coming to put that message out there, and it's on Valentine's Day, it's better than what was it, One Choice or whatever, all these other romantic comedy movies. If this is the movie you guys, if you have to give your man a break, let him take you to see this on Valentine's Day and seeing some other movie. I can't think of what they are, the True Love, or whatever all them Valentine movies are. Instead of having your man see that, let your man go see Deadpool, because you both will enjoy. You'll laugh, you'll have fun, unless you're uptight and stuff like that. Maybe you won't act like it, but you'll laugh, have fun, and you get the romance too. And who doesn't want a guy who will fight for her at all costs? And the damsel in distress isn't a damsel in distress. She's actually, and she says it I'm not spoiling anything because she does say it in the trailer that, hey, I'm not your own damsel in distress. I'm a fighter too. You're not going to just lock me up and think I'm going to not do nothing, So she's not your typical. And that's good for, women's rights and all that kind of stuff. So, you're not going to just beat me down, whatever. So she handles her own, After that, I already said nonstop laughter, great story, and the writing, again, it was great. I can't be happier about what I got in this movie. The marketing was great, which made this, and I love the character Deadpool, as you can see, posted and all that stuff. Supposed to be up here soon. As you can tell, I love the character, and they did the character right, and that's all you can ask for with the marketing. This movie could have been terrible or at least it could have been a disappointment, because the marketing had my hopes up here, and I was like, I need to tailor them down because I know it's probably going to be right around here, but it really wasn't. And so I got to be happy with that. So with that being said, I give this movie a perfect 10. Since I've been doing these reviews, I've only given 2 movies a perfect 10. That's Creed and this. So that's saying a lot. But that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys think it was a good movie? I think it was a good Valentine's Day movie. Comment below. Please let a brother know. And make sure you like the page, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on all the social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at DWood2324. And that's all I got for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to see the movie a third time. We'll see. Probably. If I got time, maybe I will, blah, blah, blah. But let me know what you guys think of the movie. Was it good? If you have fun, I'll get you guys next time. Have a good weekend. Deuces, and I'm out.